Hi YouTube, so my last video was about my best friend May, and when she went, I wrote a letter to her, so I thought I'd just read you the letter. Actually, there are 3 letters, one just like I would say maybe a week or 2 weeks after it happened, another one was written in September of the year it happened, in October of 2016. So these are all quite close together, but they all happened these were all written in 2016. Dear May, everything about you was beautiful. Your smile, your looks, even your name. Everyone who met you, or even just saw you, was overwhelmed with how stunning you looked. You could easily have been a model and be rich from it. You didn't believe in the rigid rules of society that included getting a job you hate to earn money to live and enjoy. You didn't believe in it because you said that you can't enjoy the money you earn because you're always too busy at work. So everyone dies a slave working for someone else. Your view on the world was so completely different from anything I heard before, and it was refreshing even if I didn't agree with you all the time. I still always loved to hear what you had to say on matters because your opinions were always so down to earth and they made sense. You said you wanted to be remembered for how much you love Weetabix, and trust me, you definitely are. But you also loved porridge just as much, although you probably wouldn't have admitted it. You would have said, nah, there's nothing I love more than Weetabix. I'm pretty sure your favourite was pecan and maple syrup. Every single time you come round, which was more often than not, you would without fail have your white cotton bag with whales painted on it, with you and your big fluffy black and white sheep coat. You would walk to Tesco every time and buy a sandwich, and then you would battle with yourself whether or not you should buy fig rolls. A battle between your brain and your belly, and your brain always won. Isn't worth the calories, you would say. It was funny, and I still laugh about it now, because you would persuade yourself to pick up a packet, but you would always change your mind just before we get to the till, and then you would leave the fig rolls all on their own on a shelf that they didn't belong. And I would always giggle and give you an exasperated look to say, you should just buy them. You reintroduced me to Pombears. Only 79 calories. You can't say no. That's what you told me. You and your calorie counting. It was exhausting, but it was a part of you that I had grown to love. You also had secrets, everyone does. But you took big secrets with you, ones that you shared with me, and to be honest, I don't really know what to do with them. Because rules change when things change. Things have definitely changed. You died weighing 6 stone 10. I know because you told me if you gained a pound or lost a pound every day. I know it's just your weight, and I know it's just a number, but it's another thing I can say that I knew about you. We went through some pretty dark times and struggles together. And I know you probably didn't feel like it was a shared battle, but every little piece you told me you was going through connected me like a magnet, so I would battle through with you. We also shared the funniest of times as well. I will always remember chicken dinner and your crazy unique laugh and how bloody contagious it was. I couldn't help but join in. So much so that even if you smiled, I couldn't help but smile. The happy times were rare though, and every time we shared a special, rare, happy moment, I instantly felt how lucky I was to get to share that happiness with you in that moment, and how privileged and honoured I felt that I helped contribute to that smile of yours. You won't know how much I appreciated even the quietest of times when you would just lay on the sofa with your eyes closed, exhausted from battling mental illness. I would just sit in silence and see you. I would see how much you were struggling and suffering and wishing I could just take it all away from you so you could live in peace. But I couldn't. And no one could. So now you are resting in peace. I remember how much you liked all things space, aliens, planets, how there is more than this, something better. The beauty and wonders of the universe. I bought you a backpack that was made of the galaxy for your 21st birthday. All blue and pink and white stars all over it. You was going to use it as your overnight bag when you came to mine for sleepovers. Unfortunately, you never got to use it. I went to your room without you. I was so desperate for you to be there. For you to just walk in. Even if you was too tired to talk, I wouldn't have cared. I would have given anything to see you lay on your bed once more. It's okay though, and I love you. Give me a few decades and I will see you again, up there in space. I know you're looking after me because when I'm low, a white butterfly comes and it even hugged me once, so I know it's you. Just remember that I love you, and I will never stop loving or thinking about you. So that was the first letter that I ever wrote to her. Woo! I'm fine.